let's go to Jimmy. Jimmy, what's going on?
How you doing, guys?
We're doing well.
You know, I've actually done that tram ride myself, and it was pretty damn lame, I have to say. But there was one piece of that whole thing that made me turn white as a ghost.
What?
Do you guys remember the bridge?
The collapsing bridge.
Let our tour guide run us through the collapsing bridge, if you would please.
Now, as we come around to this bridge, you'll notice it's one of the oldest bridges here on the Universal Studios back lot, built in the 1920s, and it looks a little creaky, but we're going to try and sneak across it right now.
I remember that.
And as we come across, and then the trick is to keep talking like nothing's going on, and then all of a sudden the bridge drops.
Oh, yeah, because a couple of pieces of lumber kind of fall as you're rolling up to it, and then you get right on it, and the bridge kind of drops a couple of feet, it feels like. It's probably like 6 inches.
And then as you come off and go, that's just part of our falling bridge. You may have seen this on the $6 Million Man or The Bionic Woman. Remember when she jumped backwards, but her hair was going up while she was going down?
How do they train you for this, man? That's what I want to know.
Dude, it was an intense 4-week course.
Really? 4 weeks.
With a book about 6 inches thick that you had to memorize verbatim, all for $5.50 an hour. It sucked.
Well, it's all struggling actors anyway.
Right. They're going to make their mark.
So they could care less who they got because everybody was just like, oh, my God, I'm going to be working in a Hollywood studio.
Oh, a Hollywood studio. Right. You're on the tram tour.
I'm getting churros for $1.50 less than the other guy.
Churros.
We pass our bungalows. How about the bungalows?
That's Bungalow 54.
He knows it all.
This is where Lucille Ball would stay.
While she was getting banged by Fred Merritt.
You should just lost your mind and just redid the whole tour.
That would be great.
That'd be hilarious.
Run for your life, people!
Let's see, what else was there? Oh, this was a favorite.
The Chinks love this one, too.
Oh, my God.
If they could understand you.
Oh.
As we come up, this is what is known as, what was it called? It was where they did all the horror movies. But I forget the exact name of it.
Yes.
And you'd be like, right through those walls, that's where, the Hunchback of Notre Dame came walking through, and that's where we first saw Dracula. And if you look up there right now, there's one right now. Wave to him, everybody. It's the Invisible Band.
Oh, that old keg. Wave. And they do everyone to be waving?
Yeah.
All the roofs. That's the Invisible Man.
And then, of course, you got everybody with their cameras going, where is he? Where is he? click.
Did you just want to shoot some of those people?
Did you want to shoot yourself?
I just want to shoot myself.
And then, of course, we get to Anthony's favorite part of Universal. That's where Moses parted the Red Sea.
Yes. Oh, it looked just like it did in the movie. It's like a fountain you drive through. It's a friggin' fountain.
It's pretty pathetic.
Many gallons of water had to be used and pumped out of this.
Did you have to do the tour during Gay Day, Rick?
I don't think they had a Gay Day when I was
at
there.
Universal, no?
Gay Day.
No, that's Disney.
Look, Rick feels at home talking into his little microphone.
Yeah, you could. But the funniest part is, can you totally picture Rick doing this?
Without a doubt.
Yeah, with a big smile on his face, wearing a Universal Studios uniform.
With a name tag. It's the only time in my life I ever had to wear a name tag.
And wasn't there a break that you took, like where you got out of the tram and went into the props, the little sound stage, and walked through it and then got back on the tram?
They stopped that like 2 years before I got there.
By people pilfering the props? I remember they would just parade a bunch of people through these things and this, you might recognize this lion or this jaguar figure was used in Back to the Future next to the big clock on the clock.
They actually charge extra for that now. When I was there, they have for $150 a person, they take you to the individual sets where they're filming
the personal tour.
Yeah.
Ah, great.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hey.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, man, I thought those rides were pretty damn good, except for King Kong.
You thought the Jaws ride was good?
Yeah, with the gasoline exploding and all that.
What, are you insane?
It doesn't take a lot to entertain you, huh, Anthony?
No.
All right, man. Thank you.
Hey, syndication when Sparks gets his own radio show.
That might happen. He's good. Dog.
Yeah?
All right, thank you, buddy.
Later.
Bye. Jim emailing in. Hey, Rick.
Yeah, where's my lame clip today? Forget it. All right.
Oh, this guy, Dave, knows the revolving tunnel Lee Majors fell into.
Where?
On line 8.
Line 8. Let's go to 8.
Dave, you have information on the rotating tunnel?
You remember the tunnel that spun around with the lights inside?
Yeah.
The lady told me the girl was giving the tour said Lee Majors got so disoriented that he couldn't shoot the whole scene. He kept falling down.
And that's a true story.
That is hysterical when you drive in that thing and
It's
you start
pretty
looking.
confusing.
It totally flips you over. It makes you feel like you're
It F's you up,
you're
man.
rolling.
That was the only part of this whole tour that was actually exciting.
Yeah, that because it did kind of do something to your senses.
Oh,
It kind of
you felt like
effed you
you
up.
were flipping upside down.
But the rest of it, I love when they just drive you past their junk. And it's like, and this, some of these props, you see a plane here that was used in an episode of The $6 Million Man.
Or the giant
Everything
shoe.
is The $6 Million Man. The giant shoe, you might recognize from The Incredible Shrinking Woman. That was filmed here on Universal Studios.
And right there's the red Ferrari Magnum used to drive.
And it's just like this piece of crap laying on the side of the road.
It looks like cardboard.
Bunch of dust all over it. They don't even take care of the props.
It is not.
Yeah.
I think you're lying. Did anyone call you a liar?
No.
You ever get anybody rambunctious? No? Pretty boring?
Pretty boring, yeah.
Yeah.
Most of them couldn't speak the language, which
That's
was funny
great.
because most of the people that couldn't speak the language were the ones that decided to sit right in the first car with you. So you're trying to throw out your best stuff.
Your best stuff. I'm riffing on the Cleaver House.
I'm doing the top shelf stuff here.
Right, I ain't getting anything from, the little Asian family or the Spanish people because they don't understand English.
You might recognize this as Delta House from the movie Animal House.
And right there is 1313 Mockingbird Lane.
Oh, I gotta get a picture. And can you imagine, going home and pulling these pictures out in front of people? And this is the house that was used. Meanwhile, it just looks like you're taking pictures of people's houses. It doesn't look like anything. See this house? Yeah, please. Could you put the goddamn pictures away? It's another thing. The advent of the video camera is just... Do you ever see people in wherever, museums,
Wherever,
outside,
right here.
outside, videotaping
They
and go...
videotape the Hard Rock Cafe. We're right across from the Hard Rock. People will sit on the sidewalk and they'll get footage of the Hard Rock Cafe.
And you're saying to yourself, does he go home, pop this in, and go, gather round, people, gather round, check this out. It's the door of the Hard Rock Cafe in New York. Okay. It's on a little longer. Just hold it. See, I pan to the car trunk sticking out from above the door. You see that? You see? It's a little longer now. Just be... There you go.
There.
Now here is
a shot of my wife in the subway waiting for the train to come.
Here it is.
Oh, my God.
You go to these places like Universal Studios and stuff, and people are, videotaping them buying a hamburger at the place.
Yeah.
Who's going to sit and watch this crap?
Or the pile of lumber that is going to be the set for The Grinch That Stole Christmas.
Yeah.
But okay, but it isn't yet. It's just wood.
Did you see explaining to someone what that is? Do you know how many years worth of wasted videotape there is that no one will ever watch? That's just sitting in people's houses. Crap.
All right, man, we got to take a
I
break.
used the video camera for 10 minutes when I first got it. And you're videotape everything, and then you're like, that's
whatever. It's in the closet.
Screw it.
Well, that's the end of our studio tour. We thank you for visiting Universal Studios Hollywood. And remember, next time you're in Hollywood, have your people call my people. We'll do lunch.
You did not
wait a
say
minute.
that.
Hold, I got to ask Rick something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did they have you come up with your own little closing line, or did they give you a closing line?
No, we just kind of stole it from everybody else. So we kind of had a bunch that people were using, so they would just pick whichever one you want to use.
So you're like a wannabe.
So you used that one. You didn't make that up yourself?
Nah.
You ripped some poor guy off.
Some poor Universal Studios tour guy got ripped off.
Well, yeah,
that was my line.
He got bumped up the backdraft, so I took his gig.
Great. Rick, the Universal Studios tour guide.
All right, Ed.